This is the world now, bringing you everything you need to know from around the globe. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicked off Thursday at Mexico City's Azteca Stadium with a star-studded ceremony featuring Shakira and Burna Boy before a crowd of more than 80,000 watched as Mexico defeated South Africa 2-0 in a bad-tempered opener with 3 red cards shown. Julian Quinones gave Mexico an early lead before Raul Jimenez headed home midway through the second half to seal the win. South Africa had 2 players sent off and Mexico won in a scrappy encounter that nonetheless sent the green-clad home crowd into raptures. Outside the stadium, thousands of teachers and activists staged protests over wages and social inequality, leveraging the global spotlight. Mexico last hosted the World Cup in 1986, and the Azteca becomes the first stadium to host 3 World Cup opening matches. The 48-team tournament is the largest in history and the first to be held across 3 countries, namely the United States, Mexico, and Canada. SpaceX launched the largest initial public offering in history on Thursday, pricing shares at $135 each and raising $75 billion. This put the value of Elon Musk's rocket and satellite company at $1.77 trillion, making him the world's first trillionaire. Musk retains 82% of the voting power after the offering, and his net worth will exceed $1.1 trillion when trading begins Friday. SpaceX set aside 30% of shares for retail investors, an unusually large allocation. The company's Starlink internet service currently accounts for most of its revenue across 164 countries. However, the market remains braced for volatility and unpredictable trading. In the U.S., President Trump nominated Manhattan's top federal prosecutor, Jay Clayton, as permanent director of national intelligence on Thursday in a bid to resolve a political standoff blocking renewal of a key foreign surveillance program. Democrats had refused to provide votes to renew Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which expires Friday, unless Trump removed loyalist Bill Pult as acting intelligence director. Clayton, a former Securities and Exchange Commission chairman with no intelligence background, was recommended to Trump by CIA Director John Ratcliffe. British Defense Minister John Healey resigned Thursday, accusing Prime Minister Keir Starmer of failing to commit the resources needed to keep the country safe, dealing another blow to a leader already facing calls to step down. Healey said the proposed defense spending plan fell well short of what was needed against rising threats from Russia and demands for a greater military presence in the Arctic and the Middle East. A junior defense minister also quit on the same day. Starmer appointed Security Minister Dan Jarvis as Healey's replacement. The resignation comes less than a month before a NATO summit. Chu Ji-hyun, ArirangNews.